Moore, the drifter. Lester Moore, the drifter. Yes, I did that on purpose. Les Moore, just for giggles. Okay, E95. You set up a camp in the wilderness. The night sky is illuminated by a bright moon with only the sound of crickets. Roll a D6. With a 1. If you have a partner, no. But if you don't, -2 karma, the night draws out your deepest fears. Well, that's special. Thank you. Appreciate that. Having 0 karma. Haven't even done anything. Just sleeping in a graveyard among all the deaders. Still, could be worse. Really. I mean, honestly, it could, so I'm not going to complain too loudly. But we are in Hex 4-6, right up here in the mountains. So, we're still looking for cash and fame and fortune and drink and wild women and music and singing and dancing. 5-5 is where we're headed. So we're going to write down Hex 5-5. And then on this table here, we're going to find out what we have to look in, because we still have no bounty, thank goodness. So we roll and we check out on the bounty suit. Get that out of there. 7. E130. So as you can see from this book, every event, like here's circus in town, but it has all of these different things that can happen at the circus. So if you go and you hit the circus again, it can be an entirely different result. Moonlit night, 6 different results. Governor's mansion, 6 different results. There is a lot that can happen in this. Okay, so we are in 5-5 and we spent the night. We might as well keep on moving up here to 5-4 then. So let's give a check on 5-4. Did I write that down? No. 5-4. Let's see what happens in that hex. With a 009. Goodness gracious, I keep rolling these very low numbers now. Yeah, that's still 5-4. And so we go to E172. Let's check out E172. Well, I brought it back to the cemetery. Okay, that's 188. A lot of pages. E172, you meet a stranger out there in the mountains. Roll a D10 to find out what's going on. When you're out here in the middle of nowhere running against a stranger like this, could be a very, very awful thing. So let us find out exactly what we are facing. And with a 9, it's a crying lady. She explains her father was recently killed by a cruel man. She will pay you a handsome reward if you bring him to her. Roll a d6 to determine the direction of the cruel man, and then roll a d6 to determine how many hexes away. Record the hex, the bounty, E168 under your point of interest. Okay. So we roll a d6 to find out which cardinal direction from 5-4. 3, southeast. So southeast of 5-4, 6-5, right here. So hex number, I gotta write that down. That was 6-5, hex number 6-5. You know what? That's just way not enough room here for me to do this with this kind of pen. So, we are going to write this down here. Hex number. He is in, that was, which one? I'm in 5-4. He was in 6-5. Bounty. It doesn't say, but I guess it's the fact that there is a bounty. And it's E168. Now we roll a d6 to determine how many hexes away, because he's not really in that hex. He is 4 away from that hex. Well, from us in the direction of, we're in 5-4. It was in 6-5, 4 hexes. 1, 2, well, let's see, we're in 5-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is in 9-6, to be honest. Change that to 9-6. There is a bounty, and it is 168. So, I should eventually head to this place so that I can grab that guy and get the bounty from her. Huh, I wonder... That's R102. Let's double check on points of interest here, because I don't even know what I'm supposed to find on the bounty. How she pays me, it doesn't say what she has. But it's R102, point of interest. You write that, yep, you can go directly to that in the events book. As soon as you encounter it, it's no longer available. Erase it from your tracking sheet. Ooh. You can have a maximum of 5 points of interest, and you already have 5, then you replace one of them. Okay. Okay. I'm not exactly sure immediately about the bounty, but that's okay. And also, we would have to go like this for this current game. The crying lady is off the chart. I have to remember this symbol, a line with another line through it, means it's for this particular game. So if I want to go and get the cruel man at any time, he is in 9-6. So, okay. That's cool. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I am just not going to worry about that. I'm a High Plains drifter. I just need me some money for a drink. I still don't have any money. So, that ain't good. So, from 5-4, we're still looking for, like, something really good. How about 5-3 we'll head on up into? 5-3. Now, I was thinking, wouldn't you have to make sure that there's a town to enter a town? But then you don't have any enter-town stuff either. Travel, heal, part ways, point of enter... Oh, enter town, only with a town, R103. Let's double check. I think R103, only available on the hex with a town. Roll a d6 to find what's available in that day, and then choose locations. Yeah, okay. So I need to find a place with a town. Oh, I'm so far away from all these towns. This is the railroad. These are where the towns are. What the heck am I doing just making a mess up over in this direction? After I realize this, I'm going to start heading over here toward the town. But as it is, we are in 5-3, which is kind of moving over here toward the town. So let's see what happens in 5-3. We still have no bounty, so we're still bounty of X. And 24. E38. E38. Let us take a look at E38 to find out what meets us in this square. Oh, it's a rock slide. Am I on a grassland, marshland, or desert hex? Well, 5-3 appears to be more of a It's got that dark look, but still, I'm not quite sure, because the only thing that's got that dark look is really mountains. So we'll call that mountains, which is not any of those. So, while traveling through a narrow ravine, you hear loud cracks begin to sound all around you. Roll a D10. Well, let's hopefully I'm not going to just die. D10. With a 5, large boulders fall all around you. Attempt to finesse skill test. Table C, diamond, finesse -1. Table C, finesse, less Moors, finesse is 4. Finesse finesse -2. Well, I got to finesse no, that's my hunch. No, yeah, it's still finesse -2. My finesse is 4, so that's finesse. I add 2 to the roll on C, diamond table. Oh boy, there's a lot of fails. Add 2 to the roll. 6. And on a 6, that is a pass. You're able to dodge the rock slide. Roll a D4. Well, let's see what horrific thing happens from that. It is a 1. That's a blah. 1. Go to roll result 6. So I guess that's this, where it's +1 karma. Oh. Karma allows you to re-roll dice stuff at certain times. So that's handy. I'm glad I got my karma back anyway. A few pebbles fall and you get a light dusting, but nothing serious. Roll on the event table. Oh, we roll again, huh? Well, let's take a look and see what we've got then. Yep, roll event on table A, which is 17. E86. So let's take a look at E86. Where did I put my pencil? There it is. E86. We can even save a family. And then we can eat them. Well, I'd eat them. Well, my character game. The character in the game would eat them, not me specifically. Okay. E86. A wagon appears over the horizon. Roll a D10. Oh, excuse me. And on a 4, it's a family, and they are being assaulted by 3 ruffians. You can help the family or avoid the confrontation. If you decide to help the family, go to E127. If you decide to avoid the confrontation and you have partners, or if you decide to avoid the confrontation and you don't have a partner, you know what? Maybe they'll feel grateful and give me some cash. I'm going to go help them. E127. It's not just for cash. I'm also a moderately decent individual, I would hope. Okay, E127. And I imagine we're going to go into a combat situation here. Ruffians. The 3 ruffians approach. Roll a D6. Boy, I hope it's not a 1, because then they brought friends. And on a 2 through 3, the 3 ruffians attack. R110, initiative R110C. Table C for combat. This all doesn't mean a whole lot immediately. Don't worry, we're going to take this step by step. This is table C. Now this was, what did I roll again? The 3 ruffians attack. Table C. Heart, hunch -1. That's just the big thing to see right there. Because R110, R110C. which is combat. Full round of combat when everybody attacks. All use the same combat table for their attack, except in this case, because I'm using combat test C. Use any of your weapons. There will be a rule to revert to and who goes first, except not really. The formula is attacker's current finesse minus the opponent's current finesse, and that is the roll adjustment. Roll a d10 on the weapon suit on the combat table, adding or subtracting the roll adjustment to determine any wound level. So let's give that a shot then. Okay. There's combat initiative. Well, this is how we determine initiative. Well, hunch skill test. R111 skill test. But for, oh boy, a hunch skill test. It just says the ruffian's attack. Initiative 110C. What? 110 session C? Well, there's a 110. There's not really a session C on that, but still, they attack, so we're going to give this a shot. Table C, hunch -1, I guess is my initiative. So, okay, hunch -1, initiative. That was a difficulty of C here. My hunch -1. I have a hunch of 4. So let's roll for that initiative, which is, again, the hunch skill test. Okay. We're good. 2. Oh. And then it's just my hunch, huh? Well, with a 2, that's a fail. So I would say I do not get initiative. Fail, the opponent attacks first. Yeah, and it just says it's the same table there, so I should have just gone to that table. Okie dokie. Let's just check the rest of the combat stuff. All oh yeah, it's you make your rolls. Okay. Let's make some rolls here. They actually get a roll first, so I'm probably going to die. Because Ruffian 1 has a finesse of 2. As I have to quickly make sure I keep the combat thing here, because it's the current finesse minus the opponent's current finesse. Okay, their finesse of the first one is 2, minus my finesse, which is 4, which is -2. So they have -2 on the combat table. And they use a pistol of a diamond. In fact, they all have diamonds. Oh boy. But we subtract 2, so we roll 1d10, subtract 2 from that result. And with a 7, well, that's bad. That's a light wound. Yeah, it's, you roll it, d10, add or subtract to determine the wound level. Finesse of 4 using a pistol. They have a finesse of 2, will be +2 under the diamond. If they survive, it's now his attack. Well, okay, I gotta keep going. I just took a light wound. Oh boy. And of course, they compound. So if you have a light wound and you receive a heavy wound, you now have a debilitating wound. You already have a medium wound, and take a medium wound, you have a debilitating. If you reach dead, you're dead. Well, that's not good, because already I've taken a light wound. I mean, it's only light. My finesse is still good, so that's not too bad. The next one, same finesse, -2 from the roll. A 0. and a 0 on a diamond. Less than 2 is a miss. Thank goodness. And then the last ruffian fires their pistol at me. And with an 8, oh no, that's a 6. That's still bad. That's another light wound. So I've taken a medium wounding from the bullets flying through the air as I'm ducking behind my horse for cover. Poor horse. Well, now it's my turn. I get to use my my one pistol to shoot at one of them. So here we are. Opponent 1, opponent 2, opponent 3. I'm going to get murdered. I am going to be murdered. Well, with my current finesse of 3 minus 2, I add 1 on the diamond table. So a D10 plus a diamond, a D10 plus 1 on the diamond. With my shot, I miss. Yeah, I'm going to die. Because now I still have 3 ruffians who have taken no damage at all that are shooting at me. So, ruffian number 1 is going to take a shot. Minus 2 from the roll. A 1. That's less than a 2. That is a miss. In fact, oh no. Had I just rolled, I forgot to check on this one. I'm going to say that I only missed because, well, I rolled less than a 2, didn't I? Because that's countered and the attacker immediately takes a light wound. I'm not going to take a light wound, but they got countered because they had a miss with 2 asterisks. It means they take a light wound. My first opponent, I damage them as they attempt to damage me. And I bring them down to a light wound. That's one of them. That's definitely one of them. So now the second one shoots at me, or attempts to make some form of damaging attack. Oh no. Oh no, that's a 10. That's a heavy wound. I have a... They don't really tell it. They say it compounds, but they don't give an exact table on that. 2 mediums is a debilitating. But a heavy wound and a medium wound, let's add that up and say that that one's actually just debilitating instead of me being immediately dead. So I still have a finesse of 1. So I'm going to make 1 attack. I have a finesse, I subtract their 2 finesse, so I'm minus 1 on my attack. A 2 or less on this roll means countered, and you immediately take a light wound. That takes me from debilitated to dead. I do have karma. I do have a point of karma. So let's quickly double check again on the karma. Your character have no less than 0, no more than 4. Reroll a combat table roll or any test, but you must keep the second result. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to re-roll that combat result. That was theirs, though, wasn't it? I hate having ADHD. I can't remember if that was them shooting at me or me shooting at them. That was me shooting at them, wasn't it? And I missed. That's right. So I'm using that to re-roll. This time I get a 1. So I used up my karma to re-roll my combat result, and it actually came out worse than the first time. And unfortunately, Les Moore, the High Plains drifter, took several bullets to the cranium, kind of exploding it all over the place. Chunks of brain and bits of bone and splashes of blood everywhere. The ruffians leave my body to be eaten by coyotes. I don't know what horrific and terrible thing they do to the family, but you can rest assured that it was very, very vile, and nobody ended up surviving. So that's a happy, friendly day here on the high plains as a drifter. Things did not end well for Les Moore. He's just fertilizing the countryside. So thank you very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I enjoy playing all kinds of games, whether they are direct RPGs, RPG lights, or adventure type games like this. I would like to keep doing this one for another game session, so hopefully we'll be able to get that done, as well as doing more D100 Dungeon and Treasure Awaits and Rusty Dagger and Scarlet Hero and so much more. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is definitely a definite, well, that's a lot of definites. Good thing.